Back here for the Salmon Festival in Campbell River and the Logger Sports Competition. Just before the show got started, I had a chance to talk to the mayor, Walter Jakeway. Walter, Campbell River is a fantastic community. Can you just tell me a little bit about it?
Yeah, well, Campbell River has been a natural resource-based town, and we're in a transition from having a large pulp and paper mill and a large sawmill to a different type of town where we're encouraging people to move here, becoming more of a retirement center. But we're also the salmon capital of the world, which has been Campbell River's trade name for years and years. And now that we have a large aquaculture industry with salmon farms, it remains a salmon capital of the world. But at the same time, we have two large mines, a coal mine and a mixed ore mine with lead and zinc and copper. We have a large commercial fishing fleet. We have a tremendous tourism industry. And logging is still going full out, even though the sawmills went away and the pulp mill went away. And that's one reason why we're having a Logger Sports weekend.
My name's Anita Jazowski. I'm a safety advisor, and I'm from Nanaimo, BC.
Hi, my name's Danielle Koch. I'm a massage therapist from Grand Prairie, Alberta.
And we're going to be showing you the top 6 competitors, the top 3 heats in the women's single buck. They're going through 16 inches round of Western White Pine. Danielle versus Anita, 2 veterans. It's going to be a great race.
They're probably 2 of the best single buck sawyers here today. See Danielle running a 2-a-tie blade, using every tooth on it, doing a great job here. This is a close race.
Look at the shoulders on Danielle, pumping through that, keeping that saw nice and smooth. Anita, no slouch on the right-hand side, keeping it smooth, but not quite the same pace as Danielle.
A little bit slower. I see her hook a raker. She hooked another one there, leaving it open for Danielle, but Danielle catches up as well.
Danielle's going to win this heat and set the time with a 23:20 in the first heat of the women's single buck. I heard you explaining some stuff to Bobby there, some of the difficulties you were having. What happened there?
It was, for the most part, a smooth run, but he was yelling at me that I wasn't using the full saw. What was happening this week at home in practice is that I was pulling the saw so far through and past my body that it was coming almost right through the wood, halfway through the wood, so I'd jam or I wouldn't be cutting. So I was trying to hold up a little bit, not use quite as much of the saw, but I guess I was leaving too much out the other end is what he was trying to tell me.
Excellent display of women's single bucking there by Anita and Danielle in particular with a 23:20. It's going to be very tough to beat. Here we got Mighty Mouse Caitlin Stewart taking on Lorraine Gamma from Squamish. And Lorraine's relative newcomer to the sport. Caitlin's been around for a few years, the daughter of Kevin Stewart, and she gets a great jump on this one.
Gets a good jump, down a few strokes now. She actually should be using the full blade. She's still actually short stroking this single buck.
Yeah, she should be up around her ears, past her shoulders, pull it all the way through. You can see about 12 inches of saw blade on the front end here not being used. Lorraine really struggling to keep things level.
Lorraine's blade is actually cutting pretty good and maybe even better than Caitlin's right now, but Caitlin's not using the full blade. All these blades are different, of course, so it comes right down to the best blade for the wood on that day.
And the difference here is Caitlin's pace. She's got a lot faster pace as she's making her way through the end of the cut here. She's in fantastic shape to be able to go through the 16 inches of white pine. She's struggling at the end, and Caitlin Stewart wins the heat with a time of 38.53 seconds. Caitlin, you pretty aggressive saw there. That's got to be a lot of work to pull that thing.
Yeah, it is, and sometimes when you get into it, you always forget. I always forget what I'm supposed to do. Everyone always says, use your legs, and if you remember, it's not as bad, but it takes a while to remember that.
Now, you had a difficult time getting things off there at the end. Can you tell me what happened there?
It's a common problem for me. I just get excited because I want it to be over, and then I think I just lose my head more than anything.
Well, for both men and women single buckers, when you get down to the small wood, the rules change a little bit. It's very difficult.
There's 2 things that actually they can do that will cause them to hang up at the end. Number 1 is changing the angle of the blade and also using those short, choppy strokes. If you're doing any of those 2 things, whole lot more likely that you're going to catch a raker at the bottom.
So stay focused on using full blade all the way in. This is the last heat. We got Sarah Mooney on the left, Marie Greenlee from Squamish, BC on the right-hand side. It's going to be tough to take down the 23:20 at this pace.
The pace is not what it was in the first heat, as you can see. Sarah Mooney doing a good job using the full blade. Her saw is actually sinking quite well. Marie Greenlee here on the right-hand side is a real unorthodox kind of technique that she's using here in this event.
Sarah Mooney nice and smooth, no pace on it though. Marie's a little bit choppy. Sarah Mooney's just trying to finish second, third, or fourth right now. Looks like Danielle Koch is going to win the single buck as both these women wrap up the final heat. And Sarah catches a raker at the end. Marie struggling to finish. Sarah catches another raker, but she wins the heat with a time of 37.40. Everything pretty good there, but you seem to hold your lunch down.
Yeah, barely. Had a few bad strokes in the middle there. I hung up a bit, and I think I was standing too far back.
Yeah, and at the very end, at 2 or 3, about 80% of the way.
Yeah, it was not good on the bottom.
Well, just tell me what happened.
I'm not sure. Just tired out, I guess, and couldn't do it.
Well, you don't see a lot of lumberjacks or Jills coming from the province of Alberta. There's Danielle Koch living in Grand Prairie, Alberta, taking the women's single buck.